What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to house hack and explain why everyone should do it. So with all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, I've been investing in real estate for the last 8 years, and I currently own 114 units of rental real estate. However, there's one thing I have to come clean on, and that is that I have never house hacked. Now, I've owned multiple homes, however, I haven't house hacked, and it's not because I don't think it's an incredible strategy, it's because I got in too deep to the home I was living in before I completely understood this strategy, and so I never got to put it to work. So I will tell you right now, please watch this video and understand how to house hack and take advantage of it, because it is literally one of the best ways to start investing in real estate. I'm going to show you all of the steps required, how it works, and explain why you need to do it. All that I ask you to do is make sure that you remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell so you can catch my future videos where my goal is to help you to build a huge passive income. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to share some tips you need to know before house hacking. Here is how house hacking works. Essentially, you're going to purchase a property that you're going to live in. Now, while living in this property, you're also going to rent out a portion of that property to a tenant or multiple tenants. And the goal of this is to be able to live in a property and have the tenants pay you rent so that then you can pay your mortgage and maybe even cash flow on top of what your mortgage costs. So essentially, you're living completely free, you're making money in cash flow, you also own a property that is going up in value every single day and giving you the tax benefits, and you're also paying down your mortgage and getting all of the other benefits that come with owning real estate. Now, I know this sounds awesome, but wait, there's more. The thing that is so great about house hacking is not only do you get all of these benefits of living for free and cash flow and principal pay down on your property and a property that's consistently going up in value and tax benefits, you also put yourself in a place where you can get an incredible deal on financing. Because when you're living in the property, you can put down a substantially smaller down payment and get a fixed 30-year loan with incredible interest rates and great closing costs. As a matter of fact, you can get as low as 3.5% down on one of these properties if you use an FHA loan, or you can do 5% down, or you can do 10% down. And there's so many different options where you're able to get into a property for way less than if you were buying it as an investment property, and you're getting all of the benefits of owning an investment property. And that's it. That is house hacking. And the best part is, after you've done this and you've lived in the property for a year, you have the ability to move out and do it all over again and again and again. And this gives you an opportunity to acquire a ton of real estate substantially quicker than you could otherwise, because if you took another option, you would need 25% down on these properties and you'd most likely get worse terms, where with this scenario, you can get into property after property with a substantially lower down payment. Now, here are some helpful hints when house hacking. Number one, you need to buy a property with 4 units or less. If you do 5 units or more, they're going to make you get commercial financing, so you don't get the benefit of a lower down and all of the better terms that come with 4 units or less. Step number 2, a lot of lenders will tell you they cannot do this with a 4-unit property. However, in my opinion, that is the best property to do this with, because you can afford to get into a 4-plex with an extremely low down payment. So shop multiple lenders. This is 100% possible, even with an FHA loan. So find a lender that's going to help you pull it off. Tip number 3, if you want to do this with a single family home, especially if you're in a college town, you can do it. You just have to rent out by the bedroom. However, a lot of times you're going to run into issues with the laws and regulations and other things that you might run into. So just make sure you understand those and you understand the risks and rewards with going through that process. You can also set up your home as a vacation rental. So you don't have consistent tenants, but you have tenants that are coming and going. All of these things give you the ability to get into real estate and have your mortgage paid for you and potentially even cash flow above your mortgage. Tip number 4, don't abuse the system. They require you to be in a property for a year and sometimes longer depending on your lender. So make sure you understand those rules and you don't break any of the rules, because then that's a loan fraud and it can end you up in a lot of trouble. Tip number 5, once you get to the point where you can afford a home, I know a lot of times it's extremely tempting to just buy a home that you live in and then pay your mortgage. However, if you're single or if you're freshly married, or even if you only have 1 or 2 kids and you're early on in that process, this is an incredible way to build a real estate portfolio. So don't get greedy. It's okay to have tenants that live next door. Maybe you don't house hack where you're renting out by the bedroom because you want your privacy, but go and find a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex, because if you use this at a point in your life where you can, you're going to be able to build your real estate portfolio so much more quickly than if you wait. And when you look at me, early on in this video, I talked about how I never house hacked. The reason that I never house hacked is, number 1, I had lots of money in the bank and not a lot of places to put it because my deal flow was a struggle. I wasn't finding enough investment properties to put that money to work, so I didn't really need to find a property with a lower down payment. But also, I didn't understand this strategy early on when I was single and even when I was freshly married or had younger kids. And so I'm in a place now where I'm very stable. We've already lived in a home. It's kind of hard to take a step back and move into a fourplex when I have a home that I love. And so it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But if I could go back, this would have put me so much further ahead had I used that money to house hack and live in a fourplex for the first couple of years of being married, or even when I was single, because then I would own a lot more real estate with a lot less of my money tied up in that real estate. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell. And if you want to learn more about running the numbers or how to find a deal or everything else that comes in to purchasing a property that you're going to house hack, go check out my other videos on my channel, or you can really deep dive into things and pick up my real estate investing course below. It's going to give you the step-by-step process of not only how to find and purchase a rental property, but scale to where you own over 100 doors of rental real estate. And again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.